y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It's all about you time. And tonight we're going to be talking about pain and repositioning you for your purpose. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So go ahead if you want to go ahead and start a watch party. I'm going to give you time to do that so that you can tag your friends and you guys can actually have a discussion after I get through tonight. We're going to be talking about pain in repositioning you for your purpose. Pain in repositioning you for your purpose. So just think about some things that you have been wanting to do, some things that you have actually accomplished and gotten done, and think about what has gone on that allowed you to accomplish those things. When there is repositioning you for your purpose and God is, nourishing you a little rough because he's trying to bestow nobility upon you, sometimes you have to weather the storm, so to speak. And when I say weather the storm, you're going to go through things that are challenging. You're going to go through things that may be mentally challenging for you. You may go through things that are physically challenging for you. And you could go through things that are spiritually challenging for you. So let me take you back to the beginning. As we talk about pain in repositioning you for your purpose, God sent you here to the earth. And when your mom and dad met each other, there was some sperms. There's about 1 million of them. And only one could populate that egg unless you're a twin. So if you were the child that got populated in that egg, you were being repositioned to come here to this earth. So as you were growing in your mother's womb, and as you came through her canal, there was still some uncomfortableness. There was some snug holes that you had to go through in order for you to come to this earth. So when God is repositioning you for your purpose, you have to understand that there is going to be some pain in change. And it really doesn't matter what that change is, but just be open to it, because sometimes we fight change. We like being comfortable, but yet we're still asking God to come in our lives and make a change. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if that is your prayer, then you have to get ready for the pain that's going to come with your change. He has got to reposition your thinking. He has got to reposition all of your habits. He has got to reposition your focus. He's got to reposition you as a whole, as a person. And sometimes he may need to send you through some things in order for you, hey Sharon, Cherry, how you doing? In order for you to be able to experience what he has on the other side for you, your purpose. So again, even as you come to the world, well, guess what? You also experience some change and growing in order to become an adult. You also experience change emotionally as you understand how to love and how to be hurt and how things happen emotionally. So there's always change in repositioning you for your purpose. So I want us to start to embrace change and not get caught up with, I don't want to. I don't want you to get caught up with, I don't want to do that because it hurts, or it's uncomfortable. So no, I don't want to do that, because you're missing out on the opportunity that God may be trying to reposition you for the very purpose that you say you want to know about. Some people say, well, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, sometimes we have to allow change to happen in order for your purpose to be revealed. Because if you're not ready for your purpose, you will not be revealed your purpose. Now listen, I need for y'all to hear me tonight, okay? Sometimes there's pain in change in order for you to be repositioned for your purpose. And when you are changing, You're going to cut off some people. You're going to lose some people. You're going to lose some friends. You're going to lose some family members. You're going to lose some spouses. You may shed just like a tree being pruned, but it's not forever. It's not forever, but you have to be willing to shed your dead weight. You have to be willing to shed whatever's inhibiting you from getting to your purpose. So there's going to be pain in your repositioning of your purpose. So make sure that as you experience pain, that you are willing to go through being alone, possibly. You're willing to go through changing a job, possibly. You're willing to go through the unknowns of moving to a whole nother city or state. Some of those types of changes are necessary in order for you to be repositioned for your purpose. But if you do not remain open to what God's will may be for you, you may miss out on your purpose. And I'm telling you, how y'all doing? Everybody saying hello, 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 everybody. I just wanted to make sure that you understand that the very purpose for you on this earth is trying to happen to you. You are in the way. And the reason why I say you're in the way is because the minute that you experience pain, you don't want to do it. You're not interested in staying on the same road. If you lose your job, so what? Create a business. If you lose your relationship, so what? Have a relationship with God. Have a relationship with yourself. If you lose children, if somebody dies, that's just a transition for repositioning for another purpose. You don't have to be upset if you lose someone because God is repositioning them for another purpose. So if we stop being selfish and if we start looking at the fact that we are not in charge of our lives, that God still is the underlying current that's still going to have happen to us what needs to happen to us in order for us to be repositioned for our purpose. So sometimes instead of complaining, sometimes instead of you not understanding what's going on, sometimes you're going to have to go through some things and all you need to do is say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I know this is happening for a reason. Thank you, Lord. Give me the strength to go through. Thank you, Lord. Help me understand what I need to learn in order for me to get past this particular test. Thank you, Lord, for what's happening and what's going on because I'm being repositioned for my purpose. Sometimes we hang on to people too long. Sometimes we hang on to jobs too long. I think back and I look at my life right now, and if I was still in the jobs that I had in the past, and I had planned to be there, y'all. You understand what I'm talking about? I planned to be there and retire and get a watch or retirement check, all of that. But what happened? I got downsized. Didn't have nothing to do with me. But I thank God that the downsizing happened. Because if it didn't happen, I would not have never known that I could be an entrepreneur. If it didn't happen, I would have never even sought out what it takes to have a business plan. If it didn't happen, I would have never even asked the question, what does it take for me to be in business for myself so nobody else can fire me but me? I would have never asked the question. So sometimes when something looks like it's being taken from you, it's only being taken out of your way. It's only being taken because you don't need it, and it's keeping you from being repositioned for your purpose. Because if the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away, and you have to be willing to say, blessed be the name of the Lord. You have to be willing to know that if you're praying for a change to happen in your life, when that change happens, don't be upset. Be grateful. Because pain is in change, and it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. If you're trying to lose weight, you're going to experience some pain. If you're trying to gain muscle, you're going to experience some pain. If you're trying to do anything that requires you to not do something you're used to doing, you have to go through a period of pain in the change in order for you to be repositioned for that purpose that you set for yourself. So I wanted us to just really think tonight, what's in my way? What's keeping me right now from fulfilling on my purpose? What is it that I am comfortable with? What am I allowing? And what do I know is keeping me from my purpose? Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it my parents? Is it a spouse? Is it my children? Is it my job? Just ask yourself some questions, because if you don't ever ask the question, you're never going to get an answer. But I know one thing tonight, if you are tuning in to It's All About You, you're not happy with the way your life is right now. You're not completely satisfied. Now, you may be okay and you may be grateful, and that's all well and good. But there's some things that are still longing to happen in your life, and you know that you're supposed to do. And you're trying to figure out, am I too old to do it? Well, am I too young to try it? Well, am I the right person to do that? Well, let me tell you something about the Lord. If he gave you the desire to do it, come on now, the how to do it will come. See, we don't know when God is talking to us. Have you ever asked yourself, why do you want certain things other people don't want? Why do you want to do certain things other people don't want to do? Why? Because it's for you to do. It's for you to want it. It's for you to have it. That's why. Your desires come straight from the Lord when they're positive and they're going to help someone else and they're going to bless you, your family, and the world. Those are desires from Christ. Those are things that you need to really take a look at and say, how can I get this done? How can I get this done? I'm sitting up here looking at myself and I'm saying, how can I become one of the most powerful influencers in the world to disseminate information that I know has been given to me by God, and be able to do it in a way such that people are touched, moved, and inspired so that they can fulfill on their purpose that the Lord has for them. Now, I don't have a clue on how to do that, but I'm still asking God, what does it take? What do I need to change? What do I need to shed? What do I need to let go? What do I need to start doing? What do I need to stop doing in order for me to be repositioned for my purpose? See, just ask yourself some questions. Ask questions, get in a quiet space, no phone, no TV, no noise, and sit there with a pad and pen and wait on an idea to come out of your head. And when it comes out of your head, what your job is to do is not filter it. Because sometimes we'll have an idea, but we also talk ourselves out of it. You can talk yourself out of what you are knowing that you are supposed to do. I mean, you can give yourself every excuse in the book of why you can't do it. And I'm asking you to eliminate all excuses and get to it. Find ways to get it done and do what you know how to do, and the how to do the other part will come. I promise you, it always happens that way. You just need to start. You just need to do it. You need to do it and not have any reservation. Almost act like you ignorance on fire. You don't have to have all the ducks in the row in order for the ducks to move. What you need to do is move, and if you're moving fast enough, the ducks will follow you, okay? So make sure that you are not fighting the pain that is repositioning for your purpose. That's the main thing I want you to get tonight. And if you started a watch party, I want y'all to talk about that. What am I fighting? What am I not willing to lose or give up in order for me to be repositioned for my purpose? And once you find that out, I'm asking you to be willing to let it go. Be willing to forgive. Be willing to stop punishing people for your past hurts and pains. Be willing to trust. Be willing to love again. Be willing to absolutely allow yourself to be your true self and not what past experiences have made you. Go back to who you know you are and fulfill on the dreams and the goals that God has put in your head for you to do, and be on about your business. I promise you, you will be so happy that you did. It is so much joy, so much peace on the other side. I was just talking to my sister tonight. She said, Sharon, before this pandemic started, I could barely pay my bills. I was about to lose my house. My car was about to be repossessed. And the minute this pandemic happened, I got creative. I forced myself to do some other things that I wasn't willing to do. And now I am one payment from having my house caught up. I'm one more payment from having my car paid up. I'm paying off credit cards. All my bills are paid. Plenty of food is in the house. And I'm going, how am I doing this when it's a pandemic going on? I said, because you were going through the pain that repositioned you for your purpose, and now you are walking in your purpose. So you'll know when you're walking in your purpose because things that you are trying to do are a little bit easier. They're not so much struggle. It's almost like it's downstream. It's like a river. If it feels like it's downstream, like it's natural, like it's happening like it's supposed to, you're on the right track. If it's a struggle, if it's always a fight, if it's always an argument, if it's always something and it just feels like it's just, you trying, but it's just not working. Have you ever thought about it's not supposed to work? Have you ever thought about you are trying to go through a locked door and the one behind you, if you just turn around, so that's a metaphor, turn around and open the other door because it's unlocked? Just think about it. Have you ever thought about it? So again, I don't ever keep you long. I just want to put something on your mind tonight. If you're going through, you're being repositioned for your purpose. I want y'all to have a great night. Share this video with your family, your friends, your cousins, anybody that you feel needs to be encouraged tonight, because they are on the right track. They just don't know it. Thank you so much for tuning in to It's All About You, and I'll see you next Thursday.